What's up? It's every
What's
other
up?
Wednesday night. So you know what that means. It is time for Sevens Wild over here on 3 Star Draw. I am down south 77, 3 Star Draw. And with me, at least for now, is
Pop Blender. What's up?
so what's happening, cuz? What's going on today?
Nothing.
What's really
Nothing.
going on?
Yep. Just cutting in and out. Just cutting in and out like usual. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Oh yeah, he's having a little camera trouble there. So we've been going on a couple days. So
Right as we were talking about it too. Right? Like
just
literally right
just
as we're
like
talking about it.
you said happened to you last night with
Last
Matthew.
night.
Just as soon as you mentioned it and then went live and it went boop.
Right before we went on, sitting there talking and all of a sudden cut out. So we're gonna see if maybe it is a Chrome problem for me. Maybe it's Chrome and StreamYard and the setup I'm using. I don't know, but hopefully this will fix it or this will do something with it. I don't know. It is quite frustrating, but I haven't seen anybody else have this issue. To be honest with you, like not as often. So I really just don't get it, man. But you know,
Everybody that uses it talks about it all the time, how it's glitchy, but man, it's just so easy to use, but
well,
it gets wonky once in a while.
yeah, they're doing a lot of updates and stuff like that, right? And it's constantly adding stuff. Every time I bring up StreamYard, there's something new, right? There's a new feature, there's a new thing, and they're
Yeah.
constantly reworking it. And that's a good thing because I'd rather see them, evolving it, right, instead of it just staying the same thing and them trying to at least try some things. Some things don't work, some things do. But I don't think this is their end. I think this is really on my end. Something
Yeah.
is happening on mine. So hopefully it won't cut out. If it does, I'll be able to figure it out, at least jump in audio wise.
Yeah.
But camera wise, we'll see. But I've been able to at least get the audio part going, and that's the main thing, really. And like I said last night, who really needs to see this face, right? You just need to hear this golden throat. That's all you really need.
Isn't that just like the worst nickname somebody or best, I guess, but
Yeah, I guess that could go both ways.
that's not what they called you in community college,
It's
was it?
not. It is
Okay, I
not.
just
That was the pearl throat. Wait a minute.
okay.
Hang on a sec. What is going on here? It's off the
Just
rails
checking.
already.
Just checking. You had a lot of nicknames back then when you didn't even go to community
Nope.
college. So
I used to just hang out on campus.
yep. They weren't as serious about it then.
And the campus was about a 16 by 20-foot piece of grass with a smoking circle and uh, and actually a big ashtray back then. They didn't even have a smoker's post.
A smoker pole.
Yeah, right. I don't even. Never mind. I don't even want to get into that comment.
Um, oh my God. It's gonna be one of them kind of nights, I think. So um I want to go ahead and we'll talk amongst ourselves, but I do want to say what's up to the chat that's here because
Yeah.
I get way behind, so I want to go ahead and say what's up, and we'll say what's up to people as they come in. So we got Mick DJ ACDC's in the house.
Hell yeah.
Got Matthew Matson saying what's up, nerds. Actually, he just said nerds. I added the what's up part.
Sent me
Um,
some awesome pictures, by the way, just
oh,
a few minutes ago. Yeah, good stuff. Check his
getting
Instagram.
getting the previews on stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
really, really good.
Matthew says Operation Monster Force, Pythona, Budo, Colonel Hawk, Frosty, and Shuma Gorath are on the
Damn.
way. So that's a pretty big haul. I don't know how much Monster Force you ordered, but at 40, 37, $40 a pop, don't take long. Let's see. Wait, how did you already modify Budo if Budo's on the way? Did you get another one? Did you order two for the extra parts?
I
I'm
think he
confused.
got 2 already.
A
So,
lot of people did. A lot of people ordered
yeah.
multiples of him. He's a good figure to order multiples of. It's like Tripwire, you with all the extra overlays and
Right.
stuff. So let's see. We got Triple D's Dungeons in the house saying a bunch of scruffy looking nerf herder. Derek Holloman is here. What's up, Derek? Got crusty old Crow.
Ignore the milk carton. Are you MIA, buddy?
What's going on, Crow? How you doing tonight, buddy? I actually talked to Crow today. I usually talk to him during the day. Python is on the way. Derek Holloman says, "What's up, Derek?"
I think most of us are in that boat, right?
Yeah. Roman Graham's here. What's up? What's happening, Roman? Sean Jones saying, "Who you calling scruffy looking?"
Beautiful. Love it.
And Derek saying last week was crazy for classified pre-orders. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. As you might can tell, kind of sticking in my craw a little bit, actually. Turk Murphy's Toy Solutions here. Hey, fellas, what's up, Turk? And he says he had a gal he dated with the golden throat. They're hard to find. Let's see. Pop froze over there. Hopefully he realizes it. Well, we got a couple minutes into it before it happens, so hopefully he'll be able to reset. I will continue going down the line. Evil Dookie is in the house. What's going on, Dookie? How you doing, man? Let's see. Yeah. Got Loves Mules is in the house. What's up, cuz? Probably on your way to work, I would imagine, right now. And okay, Matthew says Frosty and Schumer are on the way. Others are here already. All right, that's what I was thinking. I looked at that. Looked at that Gargantos again today. I was back in Yojo Depot today, and I saw it again, and it's just like it's that close. But that's man, I'm gonna have to wait on a sale on that thing. As cool as it is. Other than a couple picture ideas, what am I going to do with a 5'6" tentacled eye monster? Derek saying Budo is a good troop builder. Yeah, I mean he would be. I've only got the one. That would be one I would pick up like later on clearance. I don't not one I need, but it is one that's definitely worthy of picking up for the extra armor and the weapons. It's just so much you can do with him. Let's see. Matthew saying Dr. Caligari, Lieutenant Griffin, Sleepwalker, Area Assault, and 2 generals. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 more than I got. I'm surprised you didn't get Donner Party, Matthew. You got Dr. Caligari. I'm surprised you didn't get Donner Party. I actually canceled mine. I had Donner Party and Caligari ordered since long before we actually got to see season 1. Wave 1, and I just canceled them.
There
he is.
Yeah, so my system just restarted.
Yeah.
Okay. The computer just said, "Hey, guess what, fucker? You're fucked, and this is a sandpaper dildo, and I'm going to introduce you to it." And then it just restarted, and I just woke up about 30 seconds ago, and my butt hurts for some reason.
Okay. On another note. All right, Golden Throat.
Anyway, so you folks have a great night. I don't understand it, dude. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm like sitting there, and all of a sudden it's just like, your system is restarting.
Oh man,
comedy of errors. So how far did you get through?
So let's see. I accidentally skipped Bobby Wald.
Okay,
so
can't skip Bobby.
Did say hi to your sister. Your sister's here. Loves Mules is here. So she heard that sandpaper comment.
That's fine. I don't care.
We got just about down to saying hi to U.S. Combat Dojo.
Nice.
Woody Triple Deuce, the Figure Addict. Evil Dookie's here. Said hi to him when you were on sabbatical.
Yeah, I saw it coming up the list, right? Is it cut out?
So, all right. So I think we finally got down to the bottom. So, all right. So you were off today, right? You had the day off today.
I was off today. Had to get some stuff done, some pictures taken, and didn't really work on this because I kind of thought this was all right. Maybe not. And the computer store that I wanted to take it to, yeah, they've closed for good. This was something I actually brought up. That's right. Well, it is about toys.
Yeah, it kind
Actually,
of
Crow.
is.
It is about
Kind
toys.
of.
It's just a different kind.
We're not going to review them, though. We're just going to show the reviews.
No. That's a paid subscription. So
Yeah, that's when we get monetized.
so there is a computer place that I have used for many years. Like they've been around for probably 25 years, maybe longer. I don't know.
Longer, probably.
And they have shut down. They're just closed, and both locations in town that I'm aware of that are pretty close by. And so that's the place I've gone to whenever I've had any big issues or maybe didn't feel comfortable putting in a piece or a video card or something in the computer or processor. And I've taken it to them to have them do it. And now I guess a mom and pop like that is really kind of obsolete these days. And my guess is it's because people just, once it's time to get a new computer, instead of upgrading theirs, they just go buy a new one, right?
Yeah.
Instead of getting a new video card and upgrading the voltage and all that stuff. They're like, screw it, I'll just go get a new one. So places that do repairs, like refrigerators, TVs, appliances, right, they kind of fallen by the wayside, and things are just disposable now. And I think PCs kind of fall into that boat pretty much these days.
Refrigerators.
Right? I mean, yeah, well, don't even get me started on that. But yeah, like that was kind of a business, right? That somebody could open their business and repair, vacuum cleaners and whatever. And, people would pay, modest price and keep something for a couple decades. And now we just kind of toss it to the side. And I don't want to do that with this computer. It's a good computer. I assume it could use some upgrading, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, enough about that. I'm tired of talking about it. It's been the topic of conversation for 2 nights, and hopefully we'll get through this unscathed. What do you say?
Let's hope so. Yeah, everything is built to be disposable now, and that kind of sucks. I think that's probably one of the last things left that can really be worked on and upgraded is that. So let's hope that it holds out for us. So let's see. So we kind of talked about what's going on. Do you have the thing setting there that we talked about earlier on the phone?
You talking about the creature, the actual box, the coffin, the car?
Damn, we shouldn't have talked about it.
I mean, come the fuck on, man. Like, seriously. We probably shouldn't have. You hear me?
We jinxed it. Well, yeah, I can hear you. We jinxed it.
Yeah, I used a different browser. My computer restarts. I use Chrome, and it shuts me off. Yeah, he is in his carbonite hole that Triple D, Daredevil Dave, customized for the Tuco World Tour. And so I do have him here in his Han Solo state right now. Now, hopefully he doesn't get hibernation sickness. He didn't have it today. But yeah, so I've got him. It's kind of the final round. It's like Final Jeopardy here with Tuco Viper, and he's gonna be seeing some more of the sights and sounds of Nashville, Tennessee. Some places maybe you guys haven't seen, or maybe you've seen in photos, or the New York Times top 10 lists of cities to move to that are up and coming.
Yeah, thanks, New York Times.
Thanks, California.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that. So Pop Blender is the last stop. So look for more information on that soon, but we're shooting for sometime the first week of November. That'll be should be an announcement forthcoming. So Graf is in the house. What's up, Graf?
What's up?
And Crow says, yo, Tuco, long time no see. It has been a long time since for Crow.
It's quite a journey. Quite a journey.
It is.
And it takes a while, and it's there's a lot of things up in the air about that, right? As much as you want it to kind of be on schedule, it's when you're taking on a task such as this, it is difficult, right? To just maintain that on a beat for beat. But the final product obviously will be pretty good. It's a good idea, right? It's a good idea, but it does require a lot of moving parts.
A lot.
And it's one thing when you have control over the moving parts, right? It's another thing when you kind of release a baby bird out into the wild and you hope that it comes back with the little note that you stuck on its leg.
You hope it comes back with legs.
Or legs at all.
A crow here saying, yep, been over a year since I had him visit. So there will be an announcement next week about Tuco. So once Pot Blender's done, I got a couple more things to do with him. I had a side project with Tuco that took up a little bit of time as well before I could get him to Pot Blender. I've got that completed, so should be good to go. So anyway, more information should be announced next week, I think. So let's see. So let's go on to you got any new toys?
I do. Actually, damn it. I just had them beside me and I moved them because Aiden was over here on the computer. Let me grab them real quick because I do have a couple new toys.
All right. Good deal. Yeah, his we may run a little shorter tonight. We'll see. His son is visiting him this week, so he wants to get some time in with him. So we definitely need to make that happen. So we might cut it a little short tonight. So what'd you get?
Yep. I am going to put this together actually. And may put him together tonight. May get Aiden to help me. There you go. Right, put together in the flesh. Let's put you there. Let's put you there, so you can show off that bad boy.
And I have 2 cover girls in it.
Hey, more the merrier with cover girl, I say.
That's right. So there's when you get it put together, that's what it's going to look like.
Yeah, man. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
What else did you get?
What was that old commercial? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Was it the Mazda commercial or something like that?
Yeah, it was zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. And then here, let me switch us back to I think that's it.
Yeah, there we
go. And then this guy here, I say this guy, these guys, but Sarge is the one everybody's raving about. Heard a lot of disappointment out of Mercer from a lot of people. Seen a lot of people talk about disappointment out of Mercer. Sarge being a new sculpt, I guess, and yeah, he looks cool as shit. I mean, you told me, and I agree 100%. Now, I did cancel a couple things because of the craziness. We'll get into it. But I probably, in all honesty, would have held off had it not already went out. And probably got something else in its stead. But I like what I see. I know people talk about the height of Mercer. I do wish he was a little bigger. I'm not going to lie. But I know that's also a new iteration from like the comics. And that's not, I guess, originally he wasn't supposed to be this really big, tall dude. And so that's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't need that. I don't have it to be that so accurate. But I have heard a lot of commentary about maybe disappointment out of Mercer, but everybody loves the Sarge fig. So, but those are kind of the 2 new ones. Python is on the way. My divers should be here any day. I've got, what else is on the way? I've got another one that should be here any day too. I'm trying to remember who it is, but anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. So that's kind of where it's at. I didn't order the Ghost Viper, and we'll get into it. And everybody's probably like, what?
I think a lot of people passed on Ghost Viper.
Look, for those that do photography and like reviews and or completionist or whatever, it looks really cool. Like it really does. And that figure comes with a lot of really cool stuff. And people love the animal part of it, right? Anytime you can get animals of any kind, people would rather have the animals than the figure a lot of times. For me though, I just that moment of truth, and I had the link. I had it up on Walmart, I think, and was kind of like, I could have got it. It was still available. When I checked back on it, it was not, but I didn't feel like I was like, wah, wah. Like I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't. I was like, you know what? If I really want it, I'm sure I'll be able to get it down the line. If it's that means that much to me.
Derek says he passed on Ghost Viper as well, and Dave says he picked up 4 at his Walmart last week.
Oh wow!
Because of course he did.
I've heard
Dave's
that.
Walmart gets everything.
I've heard that. I've heard, and Scott War Chest, we were talking about it the other day, and he's like, yeah, it's already been showing up on shelves. And I guess if you're one of the lucky people, look, if I saw it in a store and I was out, then you know what, as an impulse buy, maybe. But yeah, that just, look at that, dude. You and I combined 100 trips to Target between the two of us. 100 trips. We would never see this ever. We wouldn't even see this full of an end cap.
No,
of anything like that. Never.
This was posted today in one of the Facebook groups. I can't remember the guy's name, but he posted. He's got like 4 pictures of it, and it is I believe it's in New York. This end cap here. So this is. Look for your pre-orders to start getting canceled, because this is the same shit that happened with Crystal Ball. Although he's pretty gettable now. That one Walmart that has the display that I go in, they had 12 or 14 Crystal Balls when I went in there the beginning of the week.
Okay.
But you never know. Like, that's it. Especially with the exclusives, especially with the Walmart stuff, you just don't know with this shit.
I see a lot of people in the chat right now saying this is AI, this is Photoshop, this is a baldy fucks move right here. Look, I don't know. Is that sure? I could obviously see that. What's that big ass box up top?
Oh, that's the top of the display.
Okay. I see now. It just from just glancing at it, I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah, look, could it be? Sure. If you refined it, right? But at this point, just hearing people talk about,
he had
them,
pictures of
shock
it.
Me.
Yeah, he had pictures of it from different angles. It wasn't just this one picture.
Well,
I don't think this is photoshopped. If you look right back here, so there's a Quarrel. Falcon and Quarrel, and here's one that's just upside down.
Yeah, upside down.
They don't repeat.
Hey, is that snake? Is that a Snake Eyes movie classified somewhere?
You never know. There's probably still some lurking.
I saw one at Walgreens the other day.
Oh wow! It was probably $29 at Walgreens too.
It probably was. I didn't check. I should have taken a picture of
it. Clint Jorgensen's in the house. Said, never heard of that Ghost Viper. Yeah, so that's the new one. He's elusive. He's a ghost. That's why you've never heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good one, Clint. I know what you're trying to do there, buddy.
Yeah, you can't get one past us.
Very sneaky, trying to fit one in the 5-hole.
Derek saying his Walmart doesn't carry classified. I think so. They're actually getting ready to do resets at a lot of them, and I think a lot of the Walmarts are bringing them back. I've seen a couple people that have found this Ghost Viper online say that they found it at Walmarts that haven't previously been carrying classified, and they were just stuck on a shelf somewhere because they haven't done the peg reset and they don't have a place to put them, but they went ahead and put them out, and they found them like on the next aisle over, like where all of the Sonic and the Minecraft shit is.
Oh, yeah, kind of not where they normally would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's might be, hopefully, maybe some of these Walmarts will be getting them back. I actually went in one yesterday that's getting ready to do the reset, and I'll actually show it here. They have, when they do the resets, they tape the planograms like to the pegs so they'll know how to put it and how to set it. Actually took a bunch of pictures of their planogram so I can go back over it and zoom in and see if they're going to have a spot for Joe's at that Walmart.
I mean,
So,
it would be kind of nice to maybe make nice with a worker, like just somebody who, ain't got to be great buds or nothing, but make nice with somebody, a worker there, and somebody who can kind of give you the lowdown.
yeah,
We speculate all the time. We talk all the time about maybe it's this, maybe it's, maybe just somebody that's like, nah, to be honest with you, man, they only send us about one case every 6 weeks,
yeah.
or they don't send us any, or yeah, we get them, but we can't put them out. Whatever it is, right? It'd be kind of nice to have somebody that you a little contact there.
So I've got a guy at the Target that I like, that I've got a pretty good repertoire with, that's gone and gotten stuff for me a couple times when it's been in the back. But Walmart, I mean, shit, you're lucky if you can get anybody to give you the time of day in there.
Well, that's very true, very true.
However, the one that I just talked about that I went in that had all the crystal balls, so I have the barcode for Ghost Viper on my phone where somebody posted it, a while back, and I had her scan it, and they are supposed to get them next week. She told me so.
Oh, cool.
So
Oh, that's
that
nice.
Walmart will have them. So any of the ones that one has the display, and I saw, so the local GI Joe Facebook group, the Traders, Joe Traders,
Hmm.
Nashville. Somebody posted a picture of the Clarksville Walmart today that had 4 of them.
I mean,
So
look, I wouldn't make that drive, but I got to admit, if my son had a band competition out there, I might sneak, like if it was on a
yeah,
Saturday and I was like, hey, I'll just stop by there. But I would assume by then they'd be gone, right?
probably, but I mean they might have gotten some more. I mean, look at, there's that. So
Yeah. Man,
it's just funny how some of the stores get overloaded with them and some just don't get shit.
it is interesting just the discrepancies or not even discrepancies, but just the differences between certain areas. We just got
Yeah,
done talking about some people getting their Pythona or other figures, and maybe that's proximity to where Hasbro is or where they're shipping from, right? Or whatever, and how that kind of filters out. And again, we bring it up all the time. It's interesting in Nashville in particular, just as growing and have grown a city as it is, and everything. You would think that would make a difference, I guess, but maybe not. I mean, it's so up in the air about what Walmarts and what Targets get what, and you just never know until somebody posts a picture, right?
yeah.
Now, how many people maybe live in proximity to this place, and when this person posts the picture, how many people haul ass, right? Like if it's within like an hour and a half, you know what I mean?
It's like vultures descending on a
Yeah,
deer on the side of the road.
all of a sudden the people that work there are like, oh, here we go
Yeah,
again.
here we
These
go.
motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Oh God.
some asshole put a picture online.
And they're like, they can always tell who we are, right? They see our t-shirts when we walk in the
Yeah,
door. And they're like, mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
yeah,
know why you're here.
I know. Most of the time when I go in these stores looking for stuff, I'm not wearing anything close to a t-shirt
That's
like
true.
this, but they have seen me enough times. They know exactly where I'm
Yeah,
going.
yeah, they know
So,
who you are and why you're there.
um, Clint had an expensive week this week. Got 2 all strikers, the
Mm.
Steel Core Sentry and the Mondo Evil Lyn. That's a big lick right there. Allison
Evelyn.
Troy, Retro Toy Princess, is in the
Yep.
house. What's up, Allison? How you doing? Good to
Be
see you.
part of Punkathon coming up here in a week and a half or so, right?
Yeah,
Roughly.
in a week. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and while we're talking about it, I've actually got it pulled up over here. So
Sweet.
let's go ahead and talk about the Punkathon a little bit. I think I even made a banner for it. So we do have that going on next weekend, starting on 10/24 and 10/25, going into 10/26. Punk's 36-hour marathon benefiting
Yeah.
Toys for Tots. So I'm sure everybody watching here now will probably be popping in over there and fully aware of it, but we're
Yeah.
promoting it. So
That's fine.
Crow and I will be on with the Backyard Battlefield Friday night. We still have to figure out exactly what the hell we're going to be talking about. um,
I'm sure you guys will get it together.
but it's a good time. So I listened to it and hung out with Punk on there last year a whole lot. So it
Yeah,
was
you were on
fun,
there.
and it's
Yeah, quite a bit.
yeah. I spent most of Saturday on there with him because he didn't have a lot scheduled on Saturday. So just shooting the shit with the chat. But it was a good time. So do hope everybody goes over there and checks that out. And if you got a little extra change, throw it Punk's way to help the children's out. It's for the kids. It's for the kids.
That's right. It's for the children's.
For the
It's
kids.
the children's.
For the children's. So let's see. So let's go back to any new toys. So I got the All Striker, got CoverGirl and Flint. I still have not opened Flint, but I couldn't hold off on CoverGirl anymore. I'm just gonna do a video on both of them together, I think. And then I did get this dude.
Yeah.
Old Colonel Abernathy.
He was part
And
of Matthew's pictures that I got the preview for earlier from one of the comics.
So you can actually this dude's really good for photographing. Actually, I'm kind of impressed with this set. I wasn't real impressed with the HMS. I feel like this is a better set, even though I really like Techno Viper. It just looks better with the green, and it has more paint, more tampos on it. It just looks better.
It's yeah, I had it, ready to go. I did cancel it, but again, it was one of those I mean, look, I canceled a few things just because we got absolutely slammed with orders coming in, right? And I just started kind of going, hey, which one can I dig up later on down the road, right?
It's going to be gettable. You're not going to have any problem getting this one,
right? I wasn't too worried about it, but
and
it looks great.
I traded for it. I canceled this as well, but he had it at Joe Depot.
Yeah, that's right.
So this was one. Actually, I didn't cancel this. I never ordered this. I didn't even order the MMS, but he had it and needed something else to make the deal. And it's like, well, what about an MMS? It's like, it was between that or Gargantos. And it's like, well, much as I like the Gargantos, like I'm mostly gonna have to be sticking to Joe's mostly. Right. So I'll grab that MMS. So that's how I wound up with it. Got Kenzo's Creations in the house. What's up, Kenny? Kenzo? How you doing, my man? And let's see through the comments. Yes, we did. I did. Your user helped the user email for the Tron Lab.
Yeah.
I
didn't click on it though. I was worried it would take me into some program world.
I was worried it would give me a virus and maybe my Hasbro Pulse wouldn't work right.
Or it'd make my camera and my microphone disconnect from my stream.
Yeah, right. It's like the ghost in the shell. Allison said it's getting fancy with banners and stuff now,
That's
like
right.
real toy tubers even.
Wait till you see
I'm
the
not,
videos.
yeah, not a real toy tuber. I just play one on TV.
That's right. Drake Ramore.
That's right. I would actually watch that show.
I love that
no,
show.
no, I mean like
The actual Drake Ramore.
Yeah, the
I
Dr.
probably
Drake
would
Ramore.
too. Yeah, I probably would too.
Just to watch him overact. Dookie says he will be on the Punkathon on the 25th, on 8 to 10 on the 25th. At night, I'm guessing, on Saturday night. Okay. Good deal. I hadn't heard any of the other additions that he has added. I hadn't talked to him much about it lately.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure filling out the time slots, and maybe you have some tentatives, right? You're still waiting to hear from. You may want to make sure you're able to kind of nail it down before you start putting it out there, right?
That's right. Kenzo says he got his 2 Mondo ladies yesterday, Evil Lynn and the Goddess. When does the She-Ra and Swift win? When is that supposed to come out? I'm asking Kenzo. I know you don't know.
No, I don't know.
So that is a good looking set that She-Ra and Swift win. Clint says talk Nashville Predator hockey. Wouldn't be a very deep conversation.
Absolutely not. They have not been good. And actually, to be quite honest with you, not much of a hockey fan. I tell people all the time, like, I tried, just not, couldn't get into it. Everybody says you got to go to the games. You got to go to the games. You can't watch it on TV. It's like, you're right. You do. And I think you do need to go to the games. But, yeah, it just doesn't do a lot for me. And look, the Tennessee Titans definitely ain't worth talking to in these parts. But I am neither a Preds fan or a Titans fan. So, for me,
I would call myself a Preds fan. I just don't know or watch enough hockey and I like it. I just don't keep up with it. It's fun to watch.
And I wouldn't even say that. You're right. That's probably a bad way to phrase it. I don't really watch hockey, but I don't like another team in the NHL. So it's not like I would root against, I'm a Blackhawks fan. But I am a Steelers fan. So the Titans, as far as I'm concerned, are not, not my team. But, yeah, either one of them, there's just not a lot to talk about right now.
I like Bobby. He's responding to Dookie, but he says, I'm going to have to play a sad McLaughlin song with my daughter in front of a Christmas tree with no presents, with a caption that says, I'm not a bad kid. I just have an irresponsible dad.
In the arms of the angel.
You get to say freezing puppies. I can't watch that commercial.
No.
It's shivering. So like 94 cats crammed into a crab cage.
It's like the Ethiopian commercials with the flies flying around on their eyelids and shit. When we were growing up, it was, Sally Struthers would come on and tell you.
I forgot about Sally.
30 cents a day or whatever.
You can feed a village. Yeah.
It's tough. It is tough, but it's like at the same time you're like, yeah, my 30 cents gets whittled down to like 2 cents by the time it goes through all the different people that get paid first. That's how that works. Which is not what happens with the Punkathon. See, there's the difference.
That's right.
That's the difference.
Right. So don't send it to them kids. Send it to these kids.
What? Wait a minute.
Just our kids. Wraith Mace is in the house. What's going on, Wraith? Wraith, did you get to debut your power armor? The New York Comic Con. He was going had his power armor there. Did you have get any good video or anything from it? Did you wear it? I was actually creeping on your channel looking, as I figured you'd probably have a big ass long video from Comic-Con with it in there. Probably still editing it because if it's not perfect, Wraith ain't gonna put it out.
Yeah, right.
Oh, let's see. Allison saying if that HasLab was $60 less, it would be tempting.
Tron.
for what it is, I think it's grossly overpriced.
Yes, absolutely,
Hmm.
very much overpriced.
Kenzo's actually his evil brother Hans Ramore.
You got to really be a huge devoted Tron fan to really be like on that. I don't see the casual toy collector who sees something cool and goes, "Hey, I'd like that just because I like that. It looks
Yeah,
cool." I think you've
right.
got to be a devoted Tron, aficionado to really want to
Yeah,
pay that kind of money for that.
yeah, and if it's your thing, not gonna knock it, but I think just the average person that has the disposable income and is like, yeah, I'll just get some cool ass stuff. I don't think it's $260 worth of cool for what it is. You
Yeah,
know,
and didn't they kind of make the distinction about the are they not O-ring figures, but they're 3 3/4 inch figures,
Y-
but they didn't really just make the distinction between that, which most people that collect 3 3/4 inch, and Matthew was talking about this to
yeah,
me, is like that's kind of your O-ring crowd, right?
yeah, yeah,
And if that's not the case, then it might be kind of fooling some people. I mean, I assume anybody that's supporting it would do their due diligence, but yeah, it's kind of a weird little hang up there, I guess.
okay. Um, yeah, I don't. I think it like missed the mark by a little bit with a lot of people.
Okay.
Is what it seems like for that. And Wraith is saying 4 days at NYCC, two in the armor was tiring, and he's doing the audio for it
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah, not
I
being able to
can't
sit
wait.
down, right? Like not being able to sit down or anything else, right? During that is really like it's dedication. It's dedication, but it is a pain. Anything like that.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I know, you've been had that in the works for a year or so.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. So couldn't sit down or drink during that time. Good lord. So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing the final. So all right, let's see. I think that is all of the side quests that I've got for tonight. So let's talk about these renders and pre-orders and stuff from New York Comic Con. I know people have probably heard all about it and listen to everybody talk about it, but you know how we do. We're gonna give our thoughts and opinions on
Yeah.
these. Um, just see, might not know what all of the people in the chat think about some of this stuff, and we just did get the pre-orders for some of it just yesterday. So
Right.
we got our hit and run here. And I know this dude was always a favorite of yours. Like you
Yeah.
always loved hit and run.
It's just the camo, and I don't know. I love the bag. Just I don't know something about this character. Always did it for me, and I know a lot of people are, especially when we saw the renders. A lot of people were kind of like, I don't know about that, and uh, does the helmet come off? The helmet looks too small. Does the camo go all the way around on the legs? That kind of stuff. But as we often say, usually when you get them in hand or you see the actual figure, they look better than what you thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, look, in all honesty, really, I guess overall, there's not a whole lot to this guy, really. Um, I know that sounds with the hook, but the knives, I know most people are not crazy about those knives. Um, but I don't know, man. He's just, I guess for me, it's one of those guys that fills out the collection that maybe isn't on that top tier list. He's definitely not at the bottom for a lot of people, but I suspect a lot of people like this figure back in the day. Um,
Yeah, he was
quite a
he was
bit.
a good one.
Yeah, and
Uh, I
I
had a
was
lot of
in on
fun
it.
with this dude. Yeah, I had a
Yeah,
lot of fun with hit and run, man. And Dookie says he lost that figure more than any other
that
one
makes
playing
sense.
outside. Him and Ripcord.
Ripcord was one definitely, which I want that Ripcord uniform.
Yeah.
I just do, especially with the because everybody else comes in boots. Ripcord was one of those guys where the pants came all the way down, right, to the
Hmm.
ankle, right, because of the suit. Um, but yeah, I mean, I love it, man. Again, the bag, that's quality accessory. I like the fact of the way the strap on it is looks like a leather or like that classic strap that also has the sewn in extra padding on it,
Yeah.
right over the top. Like I dig that. Um, and yeah, so I was in on this guy for sure. I don't think no sell out, nothing like that. I think, but I definitely did went in on him for sure.
So I like on here how you can store all his gear with the
Yeah,
bag. It's got the slot for his big knife. You can put the hook down here on his belt. I think they did some really good things with this. They made some good choices with the storage, and I think he's
right.
going to be a good update. I was one of the ones talking about, oh, the camo. I hope it goes all the way around. Doesn't look like it. They got some really good shots of him. This whole photo setup that they did for these was really interesting on this basketball court. With
Yeah. I mean, you just imagine them, almost to me, the first thing I thought of when I saw like the multiple photos with the different characters was the Last of Us game.
yeah,
And just, this is like a zombie scene that takes place in a high school gymnasium. Just
yeah,
something like that, right? Um, I mean, obviously, some people have sets like this that they can use. They have, building exteriors, and different lighting and stuff for those that do photography. Um, with the different play sets and stuff like that. I always say it again all the time, man. Like the way they do their photos, it's fantastic. I mean, they do a great job showing these guys off, and kind of your imagination, right? Like what you
yeah.
can do with these guys. Um,
So I like how they set this up. It's kind of bizarre at first, where and then because it's like I picture like big apartment towers or
uh huh.
something, a group of buildings, and this is the outdoor, basketball court, and then maybe they got like a community center nearby. That's what I see out of this setup for these guys. That's what it looks like. Yeah, the bag, Woody, the bag come out amazing. The bag looks dope. I'm really glad that they went ahead and give him that. It looks like it's going to be nice and functional.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I figured they would have included it, but it's just one of those things. Like he was. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but as a figure back in the day, who else came with a duffel like that? Like who else came with a bag like that?
I don't think anybody reused that. I think that was all unique to him.
Right.
But he looks good. I think he come out good, and got his mag where he dropped it, getting ready to put a new one in there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
uh, I wonder how long it took him to get him in that pose with
Dude.
with the legs kind of crossed and just a little bit of each foot touching.
Man. Or they literally held it up and then released it and took the photo real quick before he just
Just put it on a time auto burst where it took like 100 shots.
right. Right. Just right. Um that is true. That's an interesting I mean, is that possible?
Oh yeah, I would say with most of them, especially if they've got the slightly upturned toe on the
Yeah.
boot,
Yeah.
that makes a pose like that easier. But there's some, I mean, some are going to be able to get in it a lot better than others. So Dice is one that you could get in this pose because
Yeah.
his boots, that was a complaint on Dice. It was one of my complaints, but if you're doing a pose like this, it's perfect for it.
I guess it's the heel, and then how wide are the legs, right? Like pose like that when the legs are really maybe tight together, and trying to get
Yeah.
the weight distribution on
Yeah.
a
That's the
figure
key.
when you're trying
Yeah.
to stand up like that. Yeah, I'm sure that took time. That took some
Um,
serious time.
and Dookie says you can
Nice.
do it. I got a cop doing it now. Yeah, you can. I mean, like I said, some are much easier to get into a pose like that than others.
Yeah.
It's the accessories and center of gravity and stuff. But usually doing that takes a minute. And it looks like he doesn't have the bag on in this one.
Mm-mm.
So that's going to make a difference on that too. I'll sit here, I'll have a picture in my head, and I'll sit here for 30 or 45 minutes, sometimes just trying to just standing, and then you move it a little bit this way, and then you move the arm, and then try to let it go and see if it falls. And it is time consuming sometimes. Some of them aren't that bad though. But he looks good. I'm excited for hit and run. So then we get the big lob. Old lob. What are you thinking about old Bradley Big Lob Sanders?
Nah, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. He was never, you know, when the movie came out, I was pretty much like probably pissed. I was pissed because the characters that I loved weren't really in it.
Yeah.
And it introduced all these new characters, and this was one that I Refrigerator Perry, from a novelty aspect, it's a real person, right? Sergeant Slaughter, a real person. You do these mail order figures, and it's just kind of this novelty kind of thing that's kind of fun. I mean, look, I'm not going to lie. I do love hardball, so I guess it would be kind of dumb of me to say that when you start adding the sports figures like this, but like Captain Gridiron, I think is goofy.
Yeah.
I think this is goofy. I get it, right? It's a taller figure with a new sculpt, right? Yeah, the basketball. I mean, it kind of has starting lineup written all over it. I just don't know that he's just not for me. I'm not saying he doesn't look good. Not saying he won't look good in hand. I get the updated haircut. I get it. I would have preferred the old one. I
I
just
think
think for fun, it's fun. It's a more
they should have given
fun.
him an alternate head sculpt with maybe like a smiling face with that old,
Right.
more fro
Kind
hair.
of your Julius Irving kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, whatever. Look, people that love Big Lob, and people that don't really don't.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
not ambivalent. I really don't care for this dude. So
Yeah.
that's where I fall. But I'm sure he'll look great.
He's definitely not a kind of figure. He's like you said, it's either you all this way or all this way with Big
Yeah,
Lob.
man.
So I'm kind of in the same boat. So I think he's stupid. I've always thought he was stupid. I have to admit they made him look better in this figure than I would have ever imagined they could have made this guy look.
Sure.
They made this dude look as interesting as they can.
Mm-hmm.
I think the people, I'm surprised there's that much love out there for Big Lob, honestly. But it seems like the people that have wanted him and have been wanting this figure, the only thing they really don't seem to like is they wish that he would have had the hair, like we
The
talked
hair.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the basketball, right? Like, okay. But most people don't have a hoop. Most people don't have a hoop accessory at home. So then what do you do with the basketball? I mean, it really turns it into a starting lineup figure at that point to me. And is hardball going to come with a bat and a ball? Is somebody else come with a football? And I know that sounds dumb, but you get where I'm going with it, right? It's like, so what's the point of including the basketball when most people do not have a hoop of any kind? And if you're going to pose him in a Kareem Skyhook or something, okay, cool, but he's a G.I. Joe figure. He's a military guy. Like, so is the basketball a grenade? Is it?
I guess it's just for if you do have a setup like that. I mean, I think it's kind of kitschy, I guess, kind of niche
Sure.
to give it to him. I think if they hadn't have done the ball, people would have been going, "Oh, you should have come with the basketball,"
You're
and they
probably
knew
right.
that.
Yeah, you're probably
Yeah,
right.
so they just went ahead and made an extra hand with the ball because it is formed together. I think they did say that it is all like I thought maybe the ball would have a peg in it,
Oh yeah.
you
Yeah.
like the globe or something, um,
But
maybe, but
it's
it's all one
attached.
piece. Yeah. So, if you don't like it, throw that hand in the parts bag, I guess. But
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's fine.
in a pose like this, I can almost take him seriously right here. I can almost take him
Okay.
seriously in a pose like this.
Don't you think that the true like the true desire for this guy for most people is just the fact that it's a taller sculpt, that it's a taller figure than any other. I mean, don't you
Yeah,
think it's just I gotta have this guy because he's
yeah.
tall, and I can change his head out or or customize him and make him someone else. You know, I don't know.
I I definitely like that they went the extra mile and they made him as tall as he should be. I mean, we were just
Yeah,
talking
for
about
sure.
Mercer, and Mercer, that's I meant to tell you that Mercer is really not that much shorter. Like he's half a head shorter than Sarge. So it's not when you've got them side by side, there's not really that big of a difference. So I like that they did make him a taller, bigger figure. We haven't seen
Yeah,
those legs before, so
yeah.
be interesting. Today, I didn't order them. I did not order any of these yet. I didn't pre-order
Yep.
not one of yesterday's pre-orders. I will. I just haven't yet because for most of this stuff, unless it's an exclusive, I'm past the point of having to know I need to pull over to the side of the road or find a parking lot at 12 o'clock sharp to make sure that I get all these guys because they're going to be around. I don't think that we're going to have any issues getting any way of these waves. Like even the troop builders, I don't think there's going to be any problems getting any of these mainline guys. So I just get them whenever. I just keep an eye on who's going to ship them first and just order them there instead of ordering them three different damn places and worrying about canceling.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think you're better off for not having to worry about that. If you're at that point, you don't need to pre-order. If there's 5 that come out that day, you don't feel the need to have to pre-order all 5, regardless of whether you can cancel them or not. It's just that whole thing of oh crap, I got as soon as the clock turns to 12, or whatever,
yeah.
I've got to be right on it. I got to get every single one of them, add in my cart, and check out and hope that it goes through, right? If it just takes a whole, I don't know. To me, it really takes a load off. Like if you're not that concerned about it, and that's kind of where I'm at too, right? I was like, all right, I'll grab a couple people that I like, but I'm not worried about hitting pre-order on every single figure.
No, not on the main line, guys. Not.
Yep,
I'm. We'll talk about this in a little bit when we talk about the prices, but I'm getting fatigued.
I get
Um,
it.
Lunchbox Killer's in the house. What's going on?
What's
Says
up?
nope, not me yet. What's up? Those damn starting lineups, the ollies that I go to still has they've still got stacks of them for $3.99.
Really?
They're $3.99 and
Damn.
there. So I picked up a bunch, I guess last year. I sent some to Woody. Woody got some, and I think I sent one or two up to Legend Series. Like, and they're still there. They still got them.
The 80s
Um,
starting lineups, dude. That was my jam back in the day.
you had a bunch of them.
I
I had
still
quite a
do.
few.
Yeah, still got those mofos.
And Dookie saying the only thing that's taking a pounding more in a month than my wallet is a cheap hooker when a Navy ship pulls up into port.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. It's been rough, man. Holy
It
crap.
it's been a ride. So, I think that's our last picture. Big Lob. Oh no, we got his kicks. I forgot.
Oh,
So people making a big deal about the
I mean,
shoes.
it's
They
good.
do look good.
Yeah, good paint apps on them, and they are differentiated, right? I mean, it's good job. Um, yeah, I can see where people are stoked about that for sure. Um,
Yeah, I like they did the detail. Yeah,
yeah,
Dookie. Yeah, I would too. I'd rock those in real life. I'd maybe not partic if I had a choice of colors, I probably wouldn't pick that one, but if that was all they come out with and they weren't too like you weren't paying a big markup for the name or they're not some like fucking Yeezys or Golden Goose or whatever the hell these shoes and people are paying $500 a pair for. If there wasn't no shit like that, yeah, I'd buy
we
them.
get
Support my Joe stuff.
kangaroos, zips,
Some
them
British
zips,
Knights. British Knights.
British Knights. What? Come on with it.
I had British Knights. I like British Knights, man. I had the
Oh yeah,
purple and black and
yeah,
silver.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
They were going after that L.A. Raiders Sacramento Kings thing going on back
Yeah.
in the day.
Oh, yeah. And Dookie saying next year's Haslabs are Big Lob
Hey,
shoes.
I tell you what, I will say this: if they put out a pair of shoes like that, they probably would sell.
They would
If they
sell the shit out of them.
if they partnered up with somebody like Adidas or whoever the hell, you know what I mean, and put those out like that, yeah, they would sell. I bet you they
Yeah.
would.
Partner with Super 7 and Haya. Partner up with Converse.
Right.
Do a little something, something. So then we get this guy right here. Is Mole Rat stage 2. Wow.
Yeah, nah, not for me. Not for me. Yeah, sorry, just not for me. I'm not into this. I really wasn't into the original. I get the body horror aspect, right? People are talking about it. I just I don't know, man. We haven't even seen anything really on that John universe other than, I mean, nothing that would lead me to be like, oh, this is where they're going, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, they lose the thread, right? Like
Yes.
they're like, oh, they're hyped this up and then just put this away and forget about it and then go to something else. And I've been saying that, like, I wish they would finish something, finish a sub team, finish something. But in this case, finish a narrative. Give us a narrative. The only narrative we have is in the write up on the page, like on
Yeah.
Pulse or on Walmart. That's it. That's all we've got for any of this stuff.
Yeah.
So I now look, I like this, but this is so fucking lazy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's come on.
Um,
It
got
just the
Eric
whole. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Eric Thurman's in the house saying, "Oh, hello there," in
Hello
Obi-Wan's
there.
voice.
Hello
Hello
there.
there.
Yeah, this just does not do anything for me. And even that first one, novel. But yeah, I mean, look, yeah, everybody's like, oh, look at the ankle. It's like, man, shit, I could do that shit outside if you want me to. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's cool. It's just, you know, I guess if you could use black light on these guys, if they were, if it was black light reactive, and you could really mess with them like that,
Oh, they should be.
should be. I mean, I can't. Maybe they are. Maybe this shows off that they are a bit. But even still, uh, yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't know how it fits in anybody else's kind of lore in their head at this point.
So I don't think it looks bad. I like it. I like my mole rats. I have 6 mole rats. 4 of them, the arms, 3 of them, the arms actually will stay attached on.
Yeah.
That is the thing I'm more interested in than anything are they going to fix that defect in the cups in the butterfly joints? when they do this one, because they haven't really tweaked any of the other design flaws in the figures, all of the like the Cobra Island, the Viper. So when they
Right.
did the 3-pack of the Viper, they've still got the janky drop down hips.
Yeah.
The Cobra, the Trooper, when they redid the Python Trooper, they didn't fix any of that. So I'm wondering if they're going to work on this. I don't know. I will probably get one of these guys and just have this dude, Crow, put this the best that I'd heard it put is take it so these guys, they're wearing different color jumpsuit because these were the supervisors on the scene or something. These were
Sure.
maybe these are the lowest tier of the mole rat engineers, and they were the very first guys to go down or wherever to the dark energon, and these were the first guys to get infected, and then they come back. That's why they look so bad, and then they got the other guys infected. That would make sense if you only had one of these and you got 3 or 4 of the other ones. This
Right.
is the boss or the lowest totem guy on the totem pole.
I can see it. I just torn clothes, shredded uniform, disfigurement, pustules popping out of the arms
Yeah.
and legs, something to differentiate other than just repainting and making it different than the head. Would to me would go a long way. I think that's what it really needs to. If you're going to go this route and you're going to do it, then add something extra to it.
That's what I said. I like at least sculpt a new arm. Give them a new arm with a torn suit and
Or like
the crystals.
or like the how do I say, like an arm that has like 3 fingers. You know what I'm saying? Like they're starting to come together into like the fingers are starting to meld together, and there's only like a thumb and then like 2. You know what I mean? Just something wild like that.
Yeah.
To really give it that effect of like transformation or something like that, to me would go a long way.
Yeah, I think so too. Just something other than just a repaint. That's why I said it was lazy, because the new head sculpt is badass. But I saw let's see. Well, somebody in the chat said it.
Just plain yogurt.
Yeah.
I get that comment. Releases like this mole rat have cured me of my completionism. I like
Yep.
that. I like that.
Yep. What's up? Just plain yogurt, by the way. So it was this comment by Graph was the one I was looking for. They're different color suits, because if they weren't, you'd just be paying $30 for a head sculpt.
Good call. Yeah. True.
So that. And I think the head looks great, but $27.99. I need more with it than a new head and the colors of the bug.
And Lunchbox hits it on the head too. It does remind me of the 90s, kind of getting into that wild and fucking wacky neon crazy shit, The narrative, if the narrative is there and it's solid and you're going to go with it, you're going to do something with it, then go all in. But just a regular uniform with a different head sculpt and then turning this guy's hands backwards, because that's all they did. They just took this dude's hand and turned that shit backwards.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right now. Like, come on now. What are you trying to say?
Backwards, holding the same accessories the other one come with.
Right. Like, I don't know about this. Like, dramatic effect. Turn it. Hey, I'll tell you what, in this picture, let's turn his right hand the wrong way. What do you think?
Let's turn his hand backwards. It's bent. Let's have him drag the other ankle.
That shit's going to be awesome.
They're like one whole side of his body's giving out. That's badass. Hey, turn that black light up.
Turn his ankle sideways.
Yeah, that's good. Hold it just like that. Eric says I'll pick him up at Ross, and this is one as a main, excuse me, a mainline release. This is one that very well may be at Ross in 14 or 16 months.
If your local Ross gets stuff, right?
I went in the one that I used to go in a lot when I worked in that area. I went through that area, and I had a minute, and I went in there. They actually had two of the Marine Sniper.
Really?
And I almost picked one up, but I was like, I can't be picking up extras right now. So
how much was it?
$16.99.
That's pretty good.
That figure's worth full price.
Yeah,
that's a good figure.
I actually don't have that figure yet. And I've only seen it a couple places, and it was like still like 24, and I was like, well, if I see it for cheaper, I might snag it. But I actually don't have that figure yet.
I wish I'd have known.
And I don't have the parachute motherfucker.
Crow actually sent me that guy.
Yeah,
he's really good.
I don't have him yet. I have, I think, the others, but I don't have
those two. Yeah. Those two are better than the other two.
That's what everybody says. Yeah, that's what everybody says.
By far.
Yep.
So all right, so let's I like the head, but man, again, so look, let's turn the right ankle. Let's turn it in this time. And we'll see if we can get him looking like he's gonna shit against this fence.
He looks like a fucking robot chicken looking figure. It literally looks like a robot chicken thing.
Let's see.
The way his hands are.
Looks like he is.
What's the guy that talks like this? He wants to be a superhero. That's how he holds his hands, like this. He's like, "Oh my gosh, guys!"
You made me completely forget what the hell I was trying to think of.
I can't help it. I just sound like that voice is like, "Oh, that's that motherfucker."
It was funny.
The nerdy kid.
Yeah. Eric, last figure I got at Ross was Tiger Force Dusty. I actually did see that one there once. Not in the comic yet. I think he probably will be, but he's not
issue
yet.
100.
Yeah, maybe something will happen by issue 100. All right, so moving right along. So here's the one everybody I think's been waiting for is Night Viper. I think so.
Are they waiting on this guy? I find this one to be extremely lacking.
Really?
I do.
So right here, I kind of thought he was in the first renders we saw, but when you see him decked out and you see the visor, he has a lot of detail up close that doesn't translate till you zoom in on it.
Okay.
Because he's all black.
Butt shot.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So all of these little pieces sculpted in, like the armor plating, he's got a lot of little hidden details like that. He's got it in the pads, and he looks. So when I first saw him, I thought that he looked bland. When we first saw him, and this wasn't even the first one that we saw. This is the new one that they just released. For the pre-orders, the render, I thought he looked really bland and really boring. But seeing it here, when you go in and you see all the detail on this chest piece, he's got the bullet, sniper bullet, armband. I think he looks pretty good now. I'm sold on him. He's got the monocle. I wish they'd give him like a different one that you could put in there with like a red lens or something, but whatever. I'm sold on him, but I know a lot of people are really looking for this, waiting on this Night Viper.
I'm going back to the old one and then looking at maybe what I was expecting them to do when this one came out was maybe in my mind something different than what I think we ultimately got. I held off on this one too. I figure I'll be able to snag him at some point in time. But I don't know, and I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is what I would have done. This is what I'd have done with him. Um, you know, but it just doesn't. There's something about it that just doesn't really like make me go, yeah, man, really, I got to have this dude. Maybe once I see it up close, that will change. I agree with you. There's some good, some good pieces on here as far as the deco and stuff. I don't know, man. I can't really put my finger on it exactly, but there's just something about him that maybe I was looking for something different, and I don't know if it's maybe the way the armor is. Like
Okay.
maybe I was hoping it would look different, maybe a little more full. It looks a little like kind of bare to me in a way. I'm
Yeah.
not honestly a big fan of the black crotch looking piece there. I don't know what it is. It just looks odd to me.
It's rather
Um,
wide.
it is. I would have maybe preferred it to be more of a more black as far as like pants wise, and maybe a black uniform with more green armor,
Okay.
if that makes sense. Like if you flip flopped it, I think maybe that might have make it stick out for me a little better. But yeah, I like the idea, and the older figure. I do like that figure, even though he wasn't out when I quit. But yeah, I just I passed, and again, maybe if I see him up close, I'll say yeah, I can do that. But yeah, I don't know, just didn't quite hit it for me.
So what's up to Severe
What's up,
Delt
Sabir?
Norte? So
Hell yeah.
Severe. And Eric also says I might not troop build him if I see him in the wild. Turk says I like your soul boy, and Allison says it's girthy.
Right. Good call.
Um, I think he looks pretty good. You know, I mean, green's my favorite color, so I'm
Yeah.
all about this dude. So I he actually looks better, in person or in actual pictures than the render did for me. So I'll probably wind up grabbing two of this guy. I'm cutting back on troops. Like I
Okay.
usually get two of the troopers, and I'm not going to do that for all of them. But this guy, I probably will try to get two of him. But again, I haven't pre-ordered him yet. So, um,
I
with
mean,
some good
you'll be
pictures
able
here.
to. They are. I mean, they always do great picks, man. It's just, and you'll. I mean, right? You'll be able to get this guy. All right. I
Yeah,
mean, I just can't see where
I
he's
think
not available.
out of this whole wave, I think the ones that will probably be hard to get are going to be him and probably Big Lob. Um, assuming they don't have a production issue like they did with Dial Tone.
Right. I could see Big Lob definitely for whatever reason. I could see. Now, see, look, there's your red. There's your red. You just have to produce your own light.
Yeah. So, all right. So what we're gonna do is once you get him
So,
down, get him posed, get the fog machine on. I'm gonna get the laser pointer. When I get that pointer steady on that scope, I want you to take this
right.
picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
You
what
don't
we're
even
gonna
have to touch the camera. Just wave your hand in front of it. It'll take the
do.
picture right after that.
Just when I get the pointer steady, you say cheese, and it'll take it. My camera does that. So, uh, mine actually does that. That's how I get a lot of my pictures.
No, I
So,
get it. I think that the
so let's
backpack, maybe the backpack does a little bit for some
yeah.
people. Right.
I think overall he looks good. Eric says, "Yeah, I bet they made a ton. If they're smart, they made a ton because this. I think this was probably. I've said it a bunch of times. I think this was probably the most anticipated, like whatever Viper figure was probably this guy. I've
Okay.
been saying I was surprised that they made Saw Viper and especially Frag Viper before they made this guy.
Yeah, and I will tell you this: if neither one of those had come out already, then maybe I'd have been more inclined to pick this guy up.
Yeah,
And that's only because of what they did with both of those. I'm not as crazy about either one of those.
It's funny because I was, I'm Saw Viper is my favorite. I was all in on Saw Viper. I was disappointed in the figure. Frag Viper is one that I was going to pass on, and I wound up with three of them.
And
So,
surprised about, yeah. No, I get
uh,
it. I do. I do. I mean,
um,
I got both of them. I have
yeah,
both of them, but I'm also kind of like, I don't know.
right. We got Carlos Salinas, not Rachel in
Hey,
the house.
what's up?
Lola likes to call these
Night
guys
Vipers. Yeah,
night
good
vipers.
stuff.
Uh,
Good
good,
stuff.
good night, Robichaud.
What up,
Robichaud.
610? 610 in the
Yeah,
house.
610. Yo, Joe Daddy's here. Yeah, what's up?
610 be dunking all over Big Lob. Like,
Yeah,
bitch.
like in your face. Yes, in the face.
take take your ball and go home, Big Lob.
That's right. And Todd got the joke.
Yes.
Todd got it. What's up, Todd?
Big lots. Big lots.
CD's NYCCD's nuts. These prices are nuts.
Yeah.
So there's our night Vipper. I do like the shots. Then we get old Edwin Steen, old Lifeline, with this fucking head. God damn, that face sculpt on this guy.
I mean,
This fucking dude.
he's a rough and tumble son of a bitch. He looks like a cross between Frank Castle and Tony Montana, who's been severely beaten the fuck out of. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he does.
Say hello to my little respirator. I mean, he does. He looks like, I mean, he hit every branch on the way down, right?
He looks like
Damn, dude.
he looks
they
like
really, they hate him.
he looks like Doc Ock fucked Mo from the Three Stooges.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know, man. Look, I like the figure. I like the figure back in the day, but you and I both know is like he was a casualty of war.
Every time, every time.
And you know, I get the thing. Lenny said something about what with the pistol, right? You don't have
Yeah.
to. He doesn't have to have it, right? Cool, that's great. I think had they gone with the Joe, what's up?
What's up, Joe?
I just gotta say, yeah, hello, right? You're like, that's when you walk up to dude and you're like, hey man, is your head hurting? And he's like, no, why? It's like, cause it's sure hurting me, motherfucker. I mean, they just did him dirty, and I don't really know why. You know, from the cartoon in particular, right? If you don't have to make him look just like that, but that's the image, right, that we all have. Even maybe the file card is the image that we all have, but this really does look like a New York City or a New Jersey EMT who's been through it a bit, right? Who's had a pretty tough 20 years. He's 25.
Seen some shit.
And he's lived about 70 years. And it's just tough, right? Extreme Ross Geller. He'll break your legs.
He'll break your eyes.
I mean, shit, man. Other than that, I'm good with this figure, but holy hell, he is ugly. Fucking shit. What did they
Joe
do?
says, I think it's the tiny case and gun and 3.75. He had a huge case and a hand cannon that offset the melon. So I'm not even going to rip on his helmet. So the face and then
I
his
don't care
helmet,
about the helmet.
people are saying the helmet is too big. It's too like Spaceballs looking. I think it's like, I mean, he's a combat medic, so like a rescue combat medic. So
Right.
I think the helmet is like a bump cap. So it's like a helmet that has like a hard plastic shell in it that's made to, like, I have one for work. It's just a cap. It's just a hat, but you
Sure.
can get them that are full all the way around helmets. And I think that's what this is supposed to be for him, is like a bump cap, like, um, not a combat helmet, but just like a protective helmet,
I
like
think what's
a smoke jumper or something might wear.
I think the thing is the isn't it goggles that's on the OG helmet? Aren't they goggles that make the front of it look bigger, not the back like that? Like, see how that looks wide around the back?
Yeah,
On the OG figure, it's wide around the front, isn't it? And aren't those goggles, I think, maybe that they don't come off obviously on the 3 3/4, but
right.
aren't they supposed to be maybe goggles that are wrapped around it? Let me look real quick. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
goggles. Yeah,
I
they're
was wondering
goggles,
that
and then he's
too.
got the shades on underneath, right? So if you remember the original figure, yeah, it's wider up around the top because they have the
Yeah,
goggles, which you have the goggles, so you can put them up there on the helmet, I assume, right?
yeah.
Like you could put them around the helmet, so you can make it look more like that OG figure, which I'm cool with, which I would rather do is make him look like the OG figure. Um, rather than what this is. Or that. I mean, what? Look, whatever you have to do, put as much shit on him to cover up that face as you can, and you're golden from there. You're good from there, and then you don't have to worry about it.
And as we're talking about how bad we think the rescue guy looks, here comes the rescue guy.
Yeah, of course. Of
What's
course he
up,
does.
Tony?
Of
How you
course he
doing, Tony?
does. Yeah,
Uh,
man.
Tony in here saying Lifeline looks awesome. As long as he's got the glasses and the helmet on, he looks great.
That's what I mean. Just put the glasses on, put the helmet, throw the goggles on it, cover that mug up, and then you got nothing to worry about, right?
Yeah.
But I agree with you. The face sculpt is tough to get past. But he is a figure. He is one of those guys. As much as you and I used to use him as cannon fodder, uh, as soon as he went out to go rescue somebody, he got mowed down. Right.
Yeah.
That's
He
kind of the
never
way
he
he never
never
made
made
it.
it.
Right. So
Never.
so um so as much as we talk about the face sculpt, ultimately he is one of those figures that stands out. It's the red, it's the suit, and it's so he is somebody you want to add to your collection, in my opinion.
He's a must have for me.
Right.
I didn't order him yet, but I mean I will. Even though this dude never survived one play scenario when I
He did
was a
not.
kid.
He did not,
Um,
folks. This is not a lie either. Like this is the
this
God's honest truth.
this dude, sneak peek, crazy legs, and fucking Duke never come home from a mission.
Poor Duke. He was not the leader
Th-
that
They
everyone thought he
never
was.
they never made it back.
Flint
Um,
always made it back
Flint got everybody else back. Didn't
though.
didn't get hit by one of Scrap Iron's missiles. Flint got everybody else on.
He might have taken one in the leg or something, but he was always able to drive something back
Yeah,
or carry somebody back.
because you know what? Because when they got back, they had fucking Doc, and Doc took care of them. Um,
That's so true.
but what do you think about the rescue? Like, a lot of people think it's too small. They don't like the modernized
It's
looking.
it doesn't bother me.
It's 2025. They're classifying them up. It's a modern font.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Big Lob, right? Like
Yeah.
they want with the hair, right? Whatever. And then I think one other one we're talking about, but yeah, it's fine. I'm not. It doesn't bother me. That doesn't really bother me at all. I just don't. It's and I know on that picture they have it rotated so it doesn't line up, right? It's
Yeah.
just kind of weird. It is kind of
Yeah.
weird that they took
You'd
that
think
photo,
for that picture, they'd be like, all right,
right?
so for this one, let's make sure everybody
It's,
knows that it's got thigh
hey, John,
articulation.
John, can you turn that? Just turn the thigh just a little bit inward. Make that S.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it
Just
make it pop.
Just turn it a little to the left. That's
And
perfect.
for God's sake, cover up that fucking face.
Yeah. Cheese.
Yeah, it is weird, but it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me at all. The lettering would be, honestly, especially considering you have a strap, they have a thigh strap over it and everything, is just one of the last things I'm even concerned about.
Yeah,
on that.
I don't care. I think it's fine. I think all of this figure looks perfect except for the face sculpt.
Yeah.
And Tony says, give him one of the cop head sculpts. Like, how dare you fuckers kill my medic? when they give us Legacy Series medics, Tony, I promise they will always make it. But I can't guarantee Lifeline's going to. Leatherneck and Lifeline both have helmet hair. Leatherneck he has receding hairline hair is what he's
but
got.
That's a good call though. That's a good call on the helmet hair, because it actually, looking at it, it does look like it for sure. Yeah, he definitely has the the Widow's Peak.
Yeah,
right? The Widow's Peak and the little island up front.
Yeah, I had this guy out. He's been in the ramen van with dial tone for like 4 months. So I finally had to get him out, let him breathe a little bit. Sabir says Falcon is that definitely that is by far. Tough. But this dude may be second for ugliest face. I'm not even kidding. He may be.
Yeah, not gonna argue with that. Again, it's like Frank Castle, Tony Montana, Hannah Montana, and who else did you say?
Doc Ock and Larry from Three Stooges.
All rolled up into one. That's like Dr. Mindbender was like, let's see. The greatest DNA from the ugliest fuckers I could find.
We must comb the tombs for the DNA of Larry from the Three Stooges.
Oh no! I thought it was Mo. It might as well be Mo, Larry, and Curly all together.
Mo, no, God,
Larry what had an abomination.
Hair. That's right.
Remo Williams. He looks like Remo Williams in that movie where he turns into a zombie. What movie was that? Wasn't that Remo Williams? Did he like start to turn to a zombie? What the hell was that?
That wasn't it Remo? Wasn't it in Remo Williams? Wasn't that the movie?
Was it?
I think so. I think
it
was Remo Williams was the
yes,
movie.
Okay. You know what I was thinking? Hang on a second. Yes, dude. Holy shit. Wow. That is uncanny. It is Remo Williams. Truly. Fred Ward in figure form.
Fred Ward.
For some reason in my mind, I was thinking Treat Williams. Fucking Treat Williams.
I still, though, Dead Heat is one of the best movies that's ever been made. Dead Heat with Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo.
Yep, Joe Pitt. That's two names. That are, you can't make those up. That Joe Piscopo and Treat Williams. Treat, like really?
Sound like a comedy duo. Treat Piscopo.
Dude, Remo Williams, great call. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Golly.
Liquid Identity says dice head sculpt to it. I will say, so Joe says I bought Falcon. He's got Falcon face. I'm still buying though. Now I agree. He does look like an even. Well, I won't say worse. He looks like a less waxy Falcon.
Is it
right?
Yeah. Is it me, or does it look like he's got not black eyes, but doesn't it look like he's got some bruised cheeks?
Well, yeah, they've done this with several of the figures, kind of starting with low light. So low light, has the is to make them look like they're tired, like they've been up, they're working low light, and had nightmares, he couldn't sleep. So they've done that with some figures. They've done it with somebody I just got, they did it with. They did it a little bit with this Colonel Hawk figure, but I think it's just a highlight. Like, he's always busy, he's saving
working
lives.
Man. Working man.
I think that's what it was. So that's actually what I was saying, comparing it to Falcon, because Falcon looks waxy. Falcon looks like a wax dummy.
You're right.
And this guy, they actually have gotten the skin tones better, and the inkjet printing for the faces is way better now than it was over 100 figures ago now with Falcon. So let's see. Allison says, Remo Williams when you want James Bond, but you have Remo Williams at home. And Pop just freeze again. He may have. I think we lost him. Hopefully he can come back. Lifeline can save him. Oh, let's see. Was this him that just texted me? Yep. It said his computer just randomly restarted on him again, so give him a second to get back in. I hate that the computer store that he likes to go to closed. I went to that one too. Whenever I had to get a part or something, I would go to that same one. So let's go back and look at the pictures of Lifeline. So I like this one. We're back on our basketball court with all of the stage 2 mole rats. Eric says, I need that haircut. Nobody needs that haircut, Eric. Nobody needs that haircut. Crow says, Pop flatline. Lifeline just stared blankly. Noted.
That fucking face just ruined my computer.
So, yeah, see, like he is, man. Even Tony, like we're ripping on the medic dying, but even you got to agree that he is ugly. So we get some good shots. This takes the cake right here. So this is a good one.
What's it look like? Looks all right. Yeah, I don't know. Checking my Aiden was checking my plug into the wall and everything, into the power strip. Damn.
Word.
Jesus.
So we got him hit and run, has sprained his right ankle playing basketball against Big Lob. So Lifeline's helping him off the court.
He just got dunked on.
Yeah, dunked on that fool.
Yeah, he just got dominated.
Desperate for mouth-to-mouth situations.
Oh, God, that's right.
He ain't getting many mouth-to-mouth situations.
Maybe can you imagine, like, being in an accident or like, passing out because of the heat, and you wake up and that dude's leaning over the top of you, giving you mouth-to-mouth.
I done died and gone to hell.
Great googly moogly. You're like, holy moly, get me out of here.
Was all the good-looking medics off today? Where's Tony? I'm pretty excited for it. So this guy was hard to find when we were kids. He wasn't as hard to find as Daltone was that year, but he was hard to find too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
I think it was the uniform. He kind of like Blowtorch. He just stood out so much.
Yeah, it's the ones that had the uniforms that really jumped out, right? Those, and on the pegs hanging up, they just pop.
Yep.
And he was one that for sure was like that.
Yep. Gonzo's here. It's Jay Gonzo saying, gentlemen.
Yeah, buddy.
What's up?
What's up, Jay?
And Carlos saying that camo ain't going to help when you're standing next to a candy cane.
No kidding.
Oh, all right. So there he is. Big Lob done run out of oxygen, dunking on hit and run. So that's a good shot. I like the fluid bag. So he's got the fluid bag. He's got some cool ass accessories.
Yeah, super cool. And that's what I mean. I mean, I think it's a must have, like you said earlier. I think he's definitely
no reuse from Doc here at all. So I was glad to see that.
Yeah.
So then we get to our name only reveals.
I don't have a
And
lot to say here.
so I don't like Crazy Legs, but I like the HasLab Crazy Legs. I think that one looks way better than he's going to look in these colors. I never liked the way this dude looked. I know a lot of people want this figure, so I'm glad they're going to get it. But he's going to be, I guess, a retro. Um, so, are you guys, anybody in the chat, excited for regular version of Crazy Legs? I am really not. I won't be ordering this guy.
I mean, it's. I'm sure he'll look fine. In what they do with him, I don't doubt that at all. I'm sure he will look fine, but he was never, like you said, never really anybody for me that I just had to have. I was really more of just a ripcord,
Yeah,
fan.
yeah. I was. They didn't exactly have the same job. Crazy
No,
Legs
I
was.
look, I get
Oh,
that, and we can talk about that, but it's just one of those things for me. I'm kind of like, I'm sorry, but you think Ripcord couldn't do this job, or vice versa?
yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Um,
mean, that's just the way I kind of looked at it. Is like that's my dude, right? I mean,
yeah,
Airborne, right? You got
yeah. Airborne.
Airborne. I mean, I need another one.
And Todd wants this one, and Carlos says he fills an empty slot on the team. So, yeah, that's Crow says just means this will be amazing and possibly figure of the year because we think he looks bad. So,
Right.
I don't. I think he'll look fine. I just don't really. I'm just not interested. Um, then we're gonna get a female version of this. Now, that I'm interested in.
It'd be
I'm
fine.
interested in a
Yeah.
female Crimson Guard.
Yeah, it'd be
Um,
fine.
that this is something that I think people have been asking for a long time. Is we got the Valkyries,
Right.
we got Scout Viper, but just a regular like a Crimson Guard or a
Mm-hmm.
regular blue shirt Cobra Trooper. Um, yeah, Laura 343s everywhere. That's. I hope it has an unmasked head when they do it.
Doubt it.
I with it being a retro card, I kind of doubt it, but it would be awesome if they did and they gave us something like a Laura 343. Yeah, Cadet Deming. So maybe it'll be a new buck, and yeah, it'll have to be as a Crimson Guard. They can't use the same one for
No,
female.
no. But I just don't. I don't know. I mean, I I think the body style will probably be enough to designate, but I don't know that they would give a different head with it.
Yeah, that'd be nice, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. So I'm down for this one. I'm excited to
Mm-hmm.
see what it looks like. And then we finally get our boy Zap.
Yeah, they're making their way through these guys, right? Um, Pretty much at the back end, right? At this point
Yeah,
for
just
the
Zap, Grand Slam, and just one more, right? Because we're getting Steeler, we're getting Short
yep,
Fuse, Zap, Grand Slam, Flash. I think that's it, unless they remake a regular shooter. But I think it's just down to those three.
right. Um,
Viper Scouts here saying retro green shirts have two head sculpts. Just saying they could, and the Valkyries did too. They had where you could do different ethnicities on the Valkyries. So
right.
maybe they will do that here. Um,
Um, yeah, I mean, I like the originals just because, and I think a lot of times they don't get enough love, right? So,
yeah,
I mean, I think maybe they do now, but they were moved past so quickly and then expanded upon. A lot of their jobs became redundant,
yeah,
or someone else took the job and was a more colorful figure or personality for the cartoon. And so, yeah, I like seeing these guys get made. So I mean, I'll be getting him for sure.
I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Zap, and I really hope they don't give him that same tired ass bazooka that we've seen 100 times so far, and it's not all that good. So
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I'd like to see something a little bit better or kind of special for him since they are going back and doing these original guys. But I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
Crow says I really want Zap to have a hearing aid. Is the oldest guy on the team firing
Right.
bazookas?
Or
All of them guys should have hearing aids.
right. Or a bottle of Propecia, like Woody
Yeah.
says. Right. Just have a pouch.
Oh my god. Stalker already looks like he needs a damn hearing aid and some
Yeah.
trifocals and
Yeah.
maybe
That's right.
Stalker. That Stalker head sculpt needs to come with a little storybook he can read to some of the other Joes.
In the jungles of Vietnam, we had man,
We
I
had to
feel
avoid
like
the bamboo pits.
never knew there was spikes down there.
Got my toe. Come back with 9 toes. So there's that stuff, and then
Gather
let's see. We gotta talk about these. No, I'll get there. We gotta move my little slides around here. All right, so this one was actually Baldy's, so it's got his logo on it. So we got our Arctic Hiss, and we got to see the model for it at NYCC here. So what are your thoughts on the Arctic Hiss?
I mean, it's cool. It's I think everybody kind of called this, right? Like a while
Oh
back.
yeah.
And I guess price point's going to be your biggest thing. To me, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. I like it. Looks great. Um, I guess it just depends on where it's going to fall in price wise. I don't think that's going to stop many people,
No.
right? I mean, most people are going to want this, especially with the Snowcat coming out. It does in a way. It is one of those things where you talk about the HasLab, that original. It's like, okay, well, the bells and whistles on it definitely makes it, different, right? It makes it better, makes it work in your mind. It justifies that $299. So how big is this, right? You see the figure there. So I guess something I always bring up is when we start getting into vehicles, man, room becomes an issue.
Turk says it right there. Well, there goes the living room.
Yep. I mean, it just is. You can't avoid it. You had to rearrange all your shelves to make more room for the figures. Then plus you could put your Rattler up and like what, you know what I mean? But it's like you've got it stacked, right? It is crammed. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, this is cool. Just we're gonna start really getting into that, getting into that issue of space. Yeah, under 200 for sure. I just once you start getting above that, you start getting that kind of territory about, well, what other things is it going to come with? If it has no lights, what do our decals look like inside? Is it a little bit smaller? I would assume it is.
No, it'll be the same mold. It'll
Is it
be
the same
exactly
size? I figured that'd be a
it'll
little
be
bit
the same.
smaller. Well, I guess
it'll
that
be the
makes
same.
sense. But
Yeah.
it just won't have any lights or any of that shit on it.
Yeah.
But again, price wise, then at that point, it's kind of like, well, shit. Paid $300 for the HasLab. Of course, it did come with figures and everything, so take those away, and there's your like $200, right?
Yeah. Graf says, I hope it's dirt cheap so I can really thank all the backers of the original is.
Right. Yeah.
Menjoza's in the house.
What's
What's
up, Big
up?
Joseph?
Crow says the polarized canopy was a smart idea, smart call. With
Yeah.
coming with no
Right.
lights.
Right.
Yeah. I got a couple other just pictures of it here where Lenny was showing it off in the case. I think it looks great. I wonder if this is like the bivouac tarp rolled up over here
Right.
just in
Yeah.
Arctic for Cobra. So, I'm curious to see the price point on it. So what do you think this is gonna sell for? Chat, what do you guys think this is gonna sell for?
I mean, I just think taking away the lights, taking away the figures, um, man, I don't know, dude. If it's like
Damn, Cobra got him. Oh, there he is. Maybe.
bullshit, 179.
So I think somewhere in the
199?
neighborhood. Yeah, I'm thinking
I think
about 180.
I think between like maybe 159 and 179, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think probably
That's my guess.
I'm thinking 160 to 180 is
Uh-oh.
my guess on it.
Did I lose my there we go. I lost my headphones for a second.
Oh no.
I was losing everything. 229 says Clint.
Also said it looks like a rolled up crepe.
60. It does.
Yeah.
225 with the new pricing. Yeah, I see it's kind of all over. Yeah.
One figure. It's just that the new pricing, as much as they've raised it on some of the stuff,
right?
It's hard to even venture a guess. I mean, I would have said
you're
150.
Right.
I'd have said 150 all day before the last 3 months, and especially before the last week. So, yeah, we'll see. But I think a lot of people are interested in it. It's just this pricing's what's going to be. Gonna put people in it or not, because this can be people that already have the regular hiss, even if they like this one, between the room and I've already got this one. Do I really need another one? This will be some decision making time on this thing. I don't know. I doubt I'll get it. I don't think I'll order it. We'll see, but it's going to depend on the price. Maybe I'll have somewhere to put it by then.
I guess. I don't know, man. Space is just such a big thing right now. And this is something that, the conversation, once you start getting into vehicle talk, it's like, yeah, we need vehicles. And then they start giving you vehicles. Would everyone rather have had a vehicle that we don't have, or would you rather have this? And you know what I mean by that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Would you rather have something that we don't have, and I'm not saying a HasLab,
right,
but something we don't have yet, or would you rather have this?
I think if it's
in Arctic colors,
if whatever the something is, if it's something that I want and something that I like, I think I would rather have something new.
I would too. I'd rather have something different, something new, and not a repainted something that I got a few years ago. As cool as it is.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I like the Arctic stuff. I like the environmental stuff, but the price will be the deciding factor for me. It comes with the Graf says, is there a Frosty Baroness driver for this? No, there's just a ugly kit bashed snow serpent with a white hiss driver
don't
head.
Even do that. Don't even do that. I don't even give it a driver. To me, I'm like, don't even give it a driver then. Just give me the vehicle.
Yeah, I mean they've said they're not going to do vehicles without
I
drivers,
know. I know.
so we'll see if they stick to that. I think it's a, you know, on some vehicles I think it's a dumb idea. The Ferret, the Trouble Bubble didn't need a televiper. The All Striker needs crankcase, the Vamp needs clutch, but I don't know with this. I think there needs to be some sort of a Hiss driver. I would actually have been more okay with an Arctic Hiss driver repaint than a Kit
100%.
Bash Snow Serpent.
I agree. If you're gonna do a driver, I agree.
Yeah. So we'll see. We got plenty of time to speculate on this. Hell, this may go up for pre-order this year. We've still got 2 more cons that are coming up that we might get more pre-orders or whatever announcements for anyway. So, yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
I'm just curious.
Yeah. At this point, I'd have taken a Thunder Machine.
Oh, I think everybody would.
Right. If we're looking at just price wise and something different. But yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I just
Woody says 175. Woody, if they're 175, how many are you gonna get? That's the question that's on everybody's mind.
shit as many as they'll let him.
Yeah. Max.
Right.
Fur bikini bearing.
Yeah, see, Allison brings up a good point too. If it has to have a driver, just repack something already released so nobody feels like they're missing a figure they already have.
100%, because it's going to have that number on it.
Right.
It's going to have that number on it. So,
yep.
There's Matthew saying, Lenny said several times it will go up for made to order this year. So there you go. And I said that this would be when we knew we were getting this. I said this would be the first made to order classified thing. This would be it once they pretty much confirmed that they were doing it.
Yeah.
With all their little hints. I said that'll be the first made to order to test the waters for made to order stuff. So we shall see. Snow bras. I like the snow bras. So we'll see. So then we get there's I threw that in there, the render of the back, so you can see it still looks like it's just still open. And of course we get the rack and we get the little tarp thing. So Stinger missiles.
And the HasLab had a lot of extra pieces, right?
Oh yeah.
And you had the different, like from tread, armor, all that stuff, right? So it came with a lot of shit.
So Eric says it doesn't snow where I live.
Yeah, we hear that.
Use your imagination, Eric. Damn it. And Allison says, I will say the made to order item, more companies need to go this route than crowdfunding. I agree.
Yeah. Yep.
I've been saying that on just our shows here and with Crow. I think so too. I think I don't necessarily think the HasLab model will die. If it does, it's going to die slowly. But I think they're going to find out that this is a better way to go.
I just, I've talked about this with War Chest. I know how he feels about it. That it's like, hey, just make it the one I order. If I order 4 of them, then give me 4 of them. If I'm a premium member, guarantee me 1, right? Or whatever. Like it's like with the pre-order stuff. Yeah. But it's just like, if you order 1, cool. I got my order in. I know I'm going to get it. I know it's going to be made, and that's that.
Yep. I agree. So then we get the mystery image. There's been much debate about this.
Man, I've seen some funny shit with this thing.
Clint says, why is this one better in the snow over the original Hiss? Because it's better camouflage, duh. Arrows pop again.
Come on.
And here comes Pop.
This is fucking ridiculous. I don't know what's causing it. I really don't. Could be a cable. Could be a bad cable. I don't know. I guess I have to order all new cables. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I got sent some pretty funny ass fucking shit over this, but I will say I don't know. You know, I mean, it looks like a bantha harness, but
We also don't get an idea how big this is.
that's true.
Either.
There's no real idea of scale. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's I mean, does anybody really know? Like, actually, does anybody know? Like, I haven't seen.
Somebody does, but not none of us.
Okay. I mean, I just didn't know if anybody had already said, "Hey, we know what this is." Like, you know how that goes. I mean,
If anybody does, it's Chris McLeod. But I mean,
right.
If it refers to anybody, Matthew thinks it's a dolphin harness. He's
I'm
convinced we're getting deep sixes dolphin.
I mean, it
So he can ride it like Aquaman and the seahorse.
Maybe
Flipper.
shit's getting
Faster.
wild. I just don't know that. I don't know, man. Like, I really don't. It's your guess is as good as mine, buddy.
No, I don't really know. I've looked at it and I was just like, because I mean, it clearly has
some good shit here.
Hinge where it's meant to pivot up or down,
Right.
So it actually has an articulation point on it. It's got the little diamonds here, so I've seen people say a tiger and just all kind of shit. It definitely goes down over the front of something's chest. It's curved, so
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Holy shit.
That's what I'm going to use it for.
Allison has it 100%.
Let's see. Let me find.
That's my guess.
It's like the jet in the pool.
Hey, when you were in middle school, don't say you didn't sit in front of the jet.
We had a pool, at my dad's. So. There's Crow. Crow is
oh shit.
Got a good one for you. It's the son of a bitch Max.
It could be. It could be. You got to have some kind of harness on him, and it has to block out his mind waves too. Fucking Max.
The brains of the operation. What's up, Joe Fan? Joe Fan is in the house.
What's up? Got the boy to bed probably.
There you go. Like I said, we don't know a size scale.
Yeah, so we don't know. We do not know. I don't know.
Allison said everyone had that one magic summer with a
boy, didn't they? Guy, girl, it don't matter. You know what we're talking about.
You already know. Liquid says another bear. So all right, I mean, so we'll keep an eye on it.
Dolphin harness definitely makes some sense, but yeah, I don't know. It's so weird.
All right. Well, we'll put a pin in this one, and I'm sure we'll probably find out. So it was what we saw that the mystery piece that winds up being for this guy.
Yeah.
At San Diego. So that was July. So it's been 3 months. So I imagine we'll probably find out maybe in December or the 1st of January what that thing goes for, what it goes to. So here we get our Royal Guard. It looks pretty badass. I do like that they give us these head sculpts for the citizens of Cobra Law.
Right.
I'm glad that they did this. I think this was an awesome inclusion for this set. So it's clearly going to be a deluxe.
I'm just getting flashbacks of Nemesis Immortal.
And how great of a figure it is.
Yeah. It just, I don't know, man. It's giving me like those bad flashbacks.
I just saw that. I grew up at the city pool. That shit was already taken, always taken.
Everybody knows what we're talking about. Don't lie. Uh, Talbot. Sorry, True
That
Blood.
oh god, that's a pretty
Talbot.
valid. It's a pretty valid guess though.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I kind of wish this figure was a little thinner.
He does look rather beefy, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
They bulked this guy up.
Yes, he does. I wish it was a little thinner.
I think it looks great though. I like
Yeah, it looks cool.
the shoulder, the swappable shoulder pauldrons match kind of the Nemesis crustacean carapace looking whatever.
You mean the chitin
Yeah, what did I say?
crustacean?
Yeah, well, same thing.
Lenny loves the chitin word.
Lenny's all about
He uses it a lot.
that is what makes up the shell crustaceans. So yeah, kind of easy to mix that up. But he loves that.
No, whatever. Yeah, it's always funny because I was expecting it when I saw the stream. They were talking about this dude, and I remember I heard him use it like a couple times. I was like,
Yeah.
there it is, there he is.
He's been waiting for a chance to say chitin again.
Yeah, man, I don't know. He does look a little beefy, but yeah, it looks cool. I just wonder, yeah, the Nemesis immortal figure.
But he won't be as big though. Nemesis
No.
is janky because he's so big.
Yeah,
And he's just too loose. So like Viper
cool.
Scouting, he needs a pimp hand to slap Snake Eyes. Yes, I recycle jokes.
This almost looks like a freaking Power Rangers enemy figure.
I mean, this configured like this dude could fit in with a bunch of stuff like
Right.
Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, Mythic Legions.
Yeah.
You know, if you're somebody that mixes your stuff up, this guy could fit in with a lot, man.
Yep. Yeah, liquid. I don't know, right? With that the thickness on it. I mean, I don't know. If I think about the cartoon, they weren't this thick. At least not that I recall.
No, I mean they were
more agile and like wispy.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So I don't know.
So I don't know. He looks. Maybe it's the cape.
Could be.
Maybe it's the cape that's throwing us off there.
Yeah,
because he doesn't look as bad here.
Yeah, sans cape, it is more slimming.
Yeah, so I thought black was a slimming color.
Yeah,
not for these guys. So I like the staff that they give him with the got the pincher on it and then the hook on the other side. So I think it looks pretty damn good. I'll probably pick this up just because I've got Nemesis and I'll have Pythona. So at least one. It's going to be a deluxe figure, so this dude's going to be, $42 now.
Yay!
Not crazy about that.
Whoa.
So that concludes that portion of the reveals and the renders. So we will, before we give our underrated, it was supposed to be underappreciated, but I kept changing that out with underrated. Yeah,
it's all good. It's all good. I think last time we were like, well, no, it kind of works.
Yeah, kind of the same thing. So before we get into those, I do want to talk about the prices going up on these guys because man, it's kind of getting out of hand. I think for a lot of us, it is for me.
Yeah, it's gonna change the way people, how many maybe or what they get. Start choosing a little more choosy. Does this deluxe figure?
That's not the way I want to show that.
Do it for me. Or is this single figure that's maybe $28? Is it? Is there enough stuff with it? I can see that changing the way people are maybe gonna determine what they get. Especially with some of the more the maybe well, I don't know. I mean, even with more of the just single, what used to be $24.99, maybe that determines. I mean, right? If you're a troop builder, maybe that determines you get a couple less, right? Doesn't mean you don't get any. I just wonder if maybe it just means you get a couple less.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's gonna make a difference for me on getting stuff. So, and Crow says, yeah, it's not troop builder price for me. Clint, do they even release toys for people under 18 anymore? Well, these are 4 and up. These 4 and up prices on them.
We know the answer to that question.
Yeah. Turk says, I'm not quitting. There will be no rehab.
Yeah.
Not quitting, but I'm gonna cut back. Hasbro got to be thankful Cobra Law's in high demand. They'll pay anything for them. Some people will. Some people are all about some Cobra Law. So we got our new wave, the ones we just talked about, all still in stock. So they're in stock everywhere, or not in stock, but still pre-orders not sold out. So we got our new $27.99 price point. Pythona, I don't have Pythona yet, but Pythona is like what Chuckles should have been, and Once a Man Cobra Commander. So this was the old $39.99 price point. So for her, she's now 46. So these are the two I put on the thumbnail. These are the two that really got me when I saw them on Pulse, was Ghost Viper and the ESU police officer.
Yep.
When I saw this, I was like, dude, what the hell? So we had already seen the increase with Mercer and Sarge going up from 55 to 60. And I think 55 was too much for 2 figures. Accessories be damned, because most of it's reuse on most of the 2-packs. But I thought 55, those figures, that set should have been 50. They're 50 in Marvel Legends. So those should have been 50, and then they were 55. So Ghost Viper was a $55 set for a figure and pet set, which has been 45. Now, I've heard it said that the Ghost Viper was more the tooling and the plastics and whatever. It was a unique price point for that being a figure and pet. And it was just kind of unique for that one figure. I don't know what truth there is to that, but that's what I heard. So when it went up on Walmart, $54.97, but then when you go over and look at Pulse, it's $62.99. So that's $8 more. The ESU police officer, $34.99 when he hit Amazon, when he hit everywhere else. And when he goes up on Pulse, he's $40.99. So that is going to be the deluxe figure price point. That's a $6 increase. We got Steeler and Short Fuse here, $62.99. There's our new, even more 2-pack price point than what Sarge and Mercer were.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious what people are thinking about these prices, and how is it going to affect what you're buying, what you're doing. The Desert Scorpion here, so it only went up $1, right, for figure and pet set, or I'm sorry, $2. But if I can find where the hell it is, so here's the All Striker that we just talked about earlier. Got it right there. $99.99, and this was in stock already, and they raised it up to $109.
Right.
So this was something that already sitting in warehouses, and they went up $10 on this. So how are people feeling about this? Is it going to cause anybody to like drastically cut back? Because these are pretty big price jumps.
Yeah, definitely. I know for me, I've already started picking and choosing.
Yeah.
I mean, I just have, and I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's certain figures I'm not as crazy about, but after getting just obliterated the last few weeks,
Yeah.
right? I think, okay, look, say, okay, well, I'll still get what I want. Okay, that's fine until they pull this shit again where they hit you up with like $1,200 or $1,300 worth of charges in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
2.5 weeks, right? Some shit like that, right? And then all of a sudden it's like, maybe that extra 6 or 10 a figure or whatever it is, maybe that does make a difference all of a sudden. It's one thing spaced out over time, but I also think this is where maybe they start looking at the accessories they give, maybe like the Ghost Viper at that price, at what, $62.99?
Mm-hmm.
It would have been $54.99, right? So they say, well, look, we're giving you all these animals, right? We're giving you all these animals. Some of them you can put on their head, or you can put them on the fucking head, whatever. So like maybe their justification is a little bit change in some of the accessories that they offer, trying to justify that extra price. But I just know that when you start talking about pre-ordering 4 and 5 figures at a time, maybe a couple troops, whatever, yeah, the extra $6 a figure, if you add it up over the course of 4 or 5 figures, then that's a whole nother figure or more.
Yep.
So it is going to make a difference. And I think people definitely are going to start to really pick and choose if they haven't already. And as this line, realization is, it's going to start getting into places that a lot of us didn't really go to.
Yeah, some of us our age, it's going to start getting easier to cherry pick stuff,
I believe so.
Unless they start diving into the damn comic,
I mean, I
the
think that
Marvel comic.
they'll do what's good for them if they realize that, like, some of these 90s figs is not really the way to go. We're not going to sell as many of them. Then yeah, if they know what's good for them, they'll pivot, instead of just exhausting the whole line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's, you start talking about releasing 4, 5, 6 a wave at a time, a vehicle here, a couple deluxe here, a 2-figure pack here. Yeah, the extra $10, the extra 8 or 6 or whatever, it adds up
Yep.
over the course of that many, right?
And I meant to actually hit this point earlier. Liquid says here 5-figure waves. So we just looked at 5 figures.
So,
That's just 5-figure waves next year.
so you might as well multiply. I mean, realistically, you could say, okay, well, single figure and it goes up $3, whatever, from 25 to 28. But you know as well as I do that they're definitely gonna try to go more of the like deluxe figure route
Oh yeah,
in my eyes. And
I
so
think
now
so
you're
too.
talking about 6 to 7 or whatever or more maybe, depending. So now you're talking about a 5-figure wave, and you're talking about an extra $40 in charges, extra $30 in charges that you didn't have before. Yeah, that's
Would have paid for a whole figure before.
then some, right? A whole
Yeah.
other figure, and then some. So yes, it is going to make a difference. I don't think, no matter how many people say no, I don't. I'm still going to get my stuff. Yeah, if you're still going to get your stuff, you're still going to get your stuff. Nobody's going to tell you not to, and you're going to do whatever you're going to do. But most people don't have. Most people aren't dealing with finances like that, where they just say, I'll just get whatever I want. I don't care. And then you got people in other countries. So if you're in Australia or you're in Canada or you're in other places and you look at the pricing there, that makes a big difference too. So yeah, it does suck. It really does. But it's like everything, this, everything goes up.
Oh yeah.
Regardless
And
of tariffs, right? It's like everything goes up at some point in time.
and these are a luxury. I mean, these are
Uh-huh.
disposable income items.
Correct.
So it's when cuts got to get made. This is unfortunately the stuff that's got to go. I'm going to hit some comments here. So I had Sabir's up here. Budo's probably the last of the deluxe figures at the old price point of $34.99. Well, not anymore. Now he's $40.99 on Pulse. So I don't think they've raised them at pre-order at Walmart. I don't think has raised them up yet. I don't think Amazon has raised them yet, but Pulse has. So it won't be long before some of these other retailers start
for sure.
catching up.
Yeah,
if they haven't already.
I've seen them a couple places with it's still $24.99. No, that will be gone soon.
So I wish the ESU police officer has come back in stock on Amazon a time or two, and he's come back for $34.99. So if that's, I saw him pop back up once, and he was there, and I'm like, man, I'd like to get another one, but it's like I can't right now, even at the good price.
The good price, yeah,
the good price, the nice price is what used to be on those CD covers, those tape covers. Stu for lunch is here. What's up, Stu?
What's up, Stu?
And let's see. Liquid says, I may have given consent when I bought 2 Ghost Vipers and 2 SU officers, but I still feel violated.
Yeah.
And then, Sabir, 2 normal figures, 60 anymore. Now they're going to be 63.
Well, I mean, at just, when you talk about plus tax, it's going to be $60.
Yeah, I mean, 60. Where's $62.99 for Steeler and Short Fuse?
Yeah, the 2 packs, but even just 2 single figures, after taxes.
Yeah, that's right. Crow says, remember the drought of figures we complained about a couple months ago? Fuck us, I guess.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. They just really just decided to come in with like double fisting everybody. Because, I mean, that's just the truth. I'm sorry. Like, you got people and they rush to pre-order and all this shit, and you got this drought for a while, and then all of a sudden, like I said, you're going to, you want to hit people up for $1,200 worth of charges in like 2.5 weeks. 3 weeks or some shit like that, because that's really what it was. You start adding it up, like, and for most people who would order 2, and maybe an army build, maybe 2 or 3, but yeah, I mean, that's a lot of shit. And a lot of these weren't, you had 99, you had 54, you got another 54, you got another, I mean, either way, it's a lot of shit. Like, it's a lot of shit in a really short period of time. And most people just aren't prepared for that.
I mean, you can't, you want to budget for it, and you're budgeting for December, and it all shows up in October and September. There's only so much you should have the money set aside. There's only so much of that can cover getting hit with $1,200 worth of shit in 10 days.
Dude, like, it's fucking crazy. It was, I mean, every day it's like, get ready. Like, oh my God.
I think everything is pretty much shipped so far. Out of this most recent batch, the divers you said are on the way for you. I know they're in store. They've been in stock. I think that the Steeler and Short Fuse, and then this next wave, like sci-fi mainframe, I think we will probably have them before Thanksgiving. I think they're going to start showing up probably around the 1st of November.
Yeah.
I think they'll start showing up. I think people will start seeing them, or they'll just start shipping them from everywhere other than Pulse. Croesus Classifieds kept my wallet away from other collectible lines up till now, and we were cool, but now he's being a dick about it.
Yeah, and I see people saying, hey, I canceled the outhouses. I canceled the, it's like, yeah, that's something that you may very well might have dove in on. Except, all of a sudden everything just started, bam, 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 right? I mean, and it's kind of like, yeah, no, I'm going to have to make that decision. And now moving forward, right, with price increase, it maybe makes that decision a little easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely that last month or so was pretty difficult. Um, yes, I ordered them, but I also had dates on those that didn't even come close to being what they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
So like, is that my fault? I guess, but holy hell.
Liquid says Amazon in Canada doesn't even list the ESU. It's not easy to find right now in Canada. Crow's been finding them at EB Games. Is what
Okay.
he's gotten several, which is GameStop.
Yeah.
He's been getting several, or has found several there. So if you got one near you, check there. Got the divers at Target today, Tark says, and Liquid says canceling the porta potty was the best decision I've made in the last year.
I mean, if you're able to find these guys at retail for maybe that lower price, uh, rather than what they're going for on Pulse or whatever. Like, I don't know if does Target reflect that also? Like, are they? I haven't looked at the tags. Are they $27.99 at Target?
Actually,
I
hold on.
haven't looked.
I've got it. I have it pulled. I've got Target pulled up. So, no, the Target has not gone up yet.
Right.
Divers are 54. Law and Order's 44.99.
Yeah.
So, hey, Cobra Island Roadblock is 16.99. That motherfucker is still hanging around. They must have made about $1 trillion of that Cobra Island roadblock. Sabir says mainframe wetsuit sci-fi are out. Yeah, they're out over there. They've been out for a few weeks over there now. Crow says they have dried up at GameStop. So let's see. Yeah, Graf says, "Whoa, they just raised the price of the Tron set to a crazy $259.08." Let's see. Lunchbox says, no, they just shipped everything. What do you mean? Like Hasbro? Yeah, it's all, it's what we're looking at here, Todd. It's all everything. They've raised it. With just the All Striker. They raised the All Striker. They haven't raised Sarge and Mercer to match Short Fuse yet, and Steeler. But Budo, they've gone up on. They haven't raised Slice and Dice. So I guess we will just have to play the waiting game and see. Tark says, I like the hula hoop hips crankcase. I don't think he's that bad. He is loose, but if he wasn't a figure made to mostly be setting in a vehicle, I think they gave him that extra clearance for a reason. Any other time on a regular figure, I would say that's too loose, but it doesn't affect like standing and posing for him. He's still able to get in some pretty good poses. Some of these figures that have the loose drop down hips or the loose waist, like we were talking about Nemesis Immortal, his waist is really, really loose, but it's such a big figure, it makes him tip over. He's hard to balance because of the loose waist joint. It's not that bad on crankcase. There's Liquid coming in the clutch. If any Canadians are having troubles, ESU still in stock at eCollectibles. Yeah, Crankcase. Yeah, Crankcase is nice, man. He's a nice, simple, like, he's everything you would want out of the sculpt and the paint for him, I think. He's just he's toned down. He's just about perfect for what he's trying to accomplish. So let's see. I've not even been in a GameStop here to see what they're getting in with these newer waves. I know people here have found the policeman or the ESU at GameStop, but I haven't been in one to check. Yeah, Firefly is awful. Unfortunately, the number 84 or whatever, the Firefly that we wanted, that figure is super loose. I got Joe Phantom while they're at Target. I've got 2 Targets that are usually pretty good. One of them's usually better than others, or one of them is a little further than the other one, but both of those are usually pretty good. Like those are the ones I found the Street Fighter figures at and the Voltron lines. Welcome back. Did you have to restart?
Yeah, it's so I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to kind of maybe speed this up because
I'm ready.
I don't know if it's my temperature. I don't know what's going on, but it's yeah, it's the third time it's crashed on me and restarted just out of the blue.
All right.
I'm gonna have to check this thing out though. I was trying to check my processes real quick before I jump back online to see if there's something like seriously going on.
Well, we can save it. We can save our underappreciated Cobras.
I just don't get it. I don't know why it keeps crashing like this. Damn. Yeah, it's quite frustrating to be honest with you. But I don't know if it is. I mean, it doesn't feel hot. We just checked it. Aiden just checked it.
Allison says you clicked on that Tron link, didn't you? Possibly. So I think you guys are probably going to have to wait to hear our most underappreciated Cobras. Last time we ran out of time, and this time I don't know if we're going to be able to get to it because his issue is getting a little more frequent. So that's gold though. Allison clicked on that Tron link. Let's see. Thank you, Crow. I'm gonna see if he can pop back in here, and we'll sign it off. Yeah, guys, this sucks. It's a sucky way to have to end one, but sometimes that's the way it goes. I will talk just a little bit about in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, possibly it will be Halloween Friday in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we'll wrap it up.
It just restarted again. I don't know what's going on, but before it crashes, I want to tell everybody thank you. My apologies. I thought I had this thing fixed. I had somebody look at it for me. My apologies, but yeah, it is encountering some severe technical difficulties, and I don't know what is happening right now. It's pissing me off. But I really do want to thank everybody for having to deal with this shit.
Well, hang tight for a minute, and I'll see if you can hang in till the end here. I was just going to mention Friday, 2 weeks. Next Friday, we got Punkathon starting up. But 2 weeks from Friday is Halloween. We'll probably be doing a horror movie themed 3-star After Dark that night. And 2 weeks from tonight, we have to kind of get our ideas together because we have to do our file cards. That was something I forgot when we talked earlier, was we have to do our horrifying file cards. So that will be Wednesday. And then hopefully we'll be back for Halloween stream on Friday. So that's kind of the plan. We're working it out, but we'll be back. So there he goes again.
Damn, dude.
So,
Honestly, like this is fucked up. I can't even select my camera now. It's just gone.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll roll out. So
yeah, sorry,
we'll
man.
see you guys in the chats. What do you have coming up? If you
well, if I can get one Sunday, I'd like to. But that was my problem last Sunday. So that was kind of what I'd hoped I'd had fixed, was getting it unfiltered, because I saved a ton of videos to go through and a few articles. So I'd like to do a stream on Sunday night. So if I can, I will. I'll post it on Instagram and I'll keep everybody updated. And see if I can't figure out what's going on with this thing. I may have to do a little upgrading myself, unfortunately. Not looking forward to it after all these figures, damn it.
No, not a good time to be buying computer parts right before Christmas either.
Fault. Yeah, I know. But anyway, so hopefully Sunday I can get it done for an unfiltered and we can watch some funny videos. And I'd actually really quickly, I'd like to play some Halloween video games, just stream like some spooky games, if anybody wants to watch some spooky games, hopefully I can get that done too. So I will try to keep y'all posted. Otherwise, next Tuesday, obviously with Matthew, and I think, I don't want to confirm yet, but might be a part of the Punkathon, but I have to confirm that for sure.
Okay.
But that's what I was given a message of a little while ago.
Okay, good deal.
So we'll see. It'd be me and Matthew, but I will confirm that, or Matthew will confirm that, or Punk will probably confirm that.
Somebody will confirm that if that happens. Somebody. So what you want to do is turn that ankle just a little bit to the right.
Just and then look, just say cheese.
Cheese. All right. I appreciate all you guys hanging out, and hope you had some fun and got some entertainment out of it. So either way, we'll be back one way or another, Wednesday, Friday, 2 weeks, maybe both.
Cool.
And Turk is off to cut a promo for Friday for the Rough Cut with him and Grievance. So I do recommend everybody pop over there and say hi to them when they're on the fun show, doing a little customizing and little pickups, things like that. I've been tuning into them and listening. I've been lurking in the background a little bit while I've been here doing pictures. So those guys are funny. But all right, guys, hit that like on the way out. Hit that share, all that good stuff. You know what to do. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight and listening and hanging out. And we will see you guys all in
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Get ready for a surprise.